Hello, everybody. Here we are, 12 o'clock on Thursday. We are doing this a little earlier today because our guest is from Greece. And so the time difference is a little um, much for us to be doing it at our 4 o'clock normal time. So I am Robin Klein, and I am your host as always. And this will be the last live before Christmas and New Year's. So looking forward to visiting with you all today. And please ask questions in the chat box as we go along, and we'll ask Danae about them when we get her on here in just a second. First, I want to remind you that you can sign up, subscribe to become a Klein and Company Insider on my website, the address going across the bottom right there. And you'll get a version delivered to your inbox each week along with some extras. So without further ado, let's bring Danae Pigounaki. Hopefully I didn't massacre that too badly.
So you got that right, don't worry.
Oh, good. That's great. So I am so excited to have you on today.
I'm excited to be here too.
Good. And I hear that from everybody that I talk to, just in passing and everything I read, Greece is one of the top places that people say they want to go as soon as they can. You know, everybody is really anxious.
Statistics, yes. It's one of the destinations that people, especially Americans, are going to visit. And that's exciting and encouraging.
Yes, exactly. So it's great. And you know everything about it. Obviously, you are Greek. Were you born in Athens, or where were you born?
I was born in Montreal, Canada, Robin.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, so half of my life was in Montreal and half of it is here. My parents are Greek, so I'm Greek. But I was raised in Montreal.
Oh, okay.
I studied in Montreal, finished tourism, worked there for a bit, and in 2000 I finished tourism in 1998, so I've been in the travel industry for over 20 years.
Right.
So the year 2000 I finally came back to Greece, and that's where it all began.
Okay, great. So where are you living in Greece now?
Athens, the capital.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, great. Well, it's been a very, very long time since I've been to Greece, and I can't wait to get back. And now that I know you, I've got a friend there that is going to take really good care of me.
Oh, yes. You bet.
Can't wait. So, I also wanted to ask you, so you said that you started in the business 20 years ago, but what got you started? How did you decide that that's what you wanted to be doing, or was it just by accident? Tell us a story.
Well, at the beginning, I always wanted to go back to Greece. I wanted to live here. It was a dream of mine ever since I was young. So I thought that, what better to do in Greece than to actually get involved with tourism. So that's how it started, but it really won me. Every year, that passed, I fell in love with this industry. I started actually out in the hotel business, and then worked my way to the DMC sector, which I absolutely loved. To create, design, travel itineraries for clients and making sure that they get the super experience that they want. It's just fascinating. And I fell in love with it.
Yeah, that's great. Well, obviously, if you stick with it for 20 years, you are in love with it.
For sure.
Yeah. And just for our viewers to understand what a DMC is, that's an industry lingo for destination management company. So myself as a travel advisor, when I have a client that says to me, oh, I want to go to Greece, I have relationships with people such as Danae in those places, and I call on them because they are the true experts and can really help me put together the itinerary and the experiences for my clients that they want. So it's a great relationship because I know my clients and you and I know each other, and then it all works together and we can create something really great for people that want to come to Greece.
It's a chain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so Danae has a fabulous presentation. Well, not even just a presentation, but I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful slideshow here, and she is going to talk us through it. I am going to advance the slides for everyone, so just give me a second
Thanks for doing that.
as I put the screen up here, and then I'm going to go away. I'll be here. You guys can hear me. You won't be able to see me, and then I'm going to do this. And is this the slide we want to start on?
Yes, it actually is. And today we're going to be talking about tips and travel trends in Greece for 2021. After COVID, I mean, there are certain trends. Although Greece has been getting very popular this year, I mean, they're saying that Greece is one of the top destinations after COVID, especially for Americans, like I said initially. And so one of the trends I wanted to talk about is island hopping in Greece. I see remote islands getting popular, meaning off the beaten path islands, wellness travel, smaller groups, and of course, private villa rentals. I see these things happening for 2021 the most. So usually, so we can take it from the start, island hopping, meaning that not only cruising from one island to the other, but the thing is that Americans really like going to more than 2-3 destinations, islands every time they visit. So I think this year it would probably narrow down to 2 plus Athens, because they would probably want to avoid the transportation for safety reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So one is that. And of course, we always have the famous Mykonos and Santorini, but I also see other islands being popular and higher on demand, like more off the beaten path islands. And wellness travel is, of course, a top pick. I've been getting a lot of requests for this. And of course, because of COVID, the groups are going to be smaller, like maximum 10 people. And of course, the private villa rentals are the ones that the clients feel more secure at this stage. With private villas, it's safer, I guess, and it's more private. So they will probably be a huge trend this summer. Sure. So going on to our next slide. Now, I thought of talking about 4 itineraries that were designed this year because of COVID. And there are 4 itineraries that have been very popular, at least with my clientele, and I'd love to share them with you. So one of them is Beyond Elite, and Beyond Elite includes Athens and Portocheli. So going on to the next slide, I'll show you exactly what this looks like. Now, okay, since I'm not presenting this, it's a bit hard. If you go to Athens, it's the capital right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and Portocheli is further below. We forgot to show the slide with the map of Greece. That was the first slide.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Should
we go back? Here, let's go
that
back
was the first slide. And there's a reason why I'm going to present this.
That one?
Yeah, it's the map.
Okay.
So the reason why I wanted to show this is because I want people to understand how Greek works, how it connects basically. So all the way from up to down. Do you see my cursor or not?
No, I can't see it. But we're talking about the Peloponnese.
So all the blue part from north to south is basically mainland Greece, which has amazing places. Unfortunately, we won't be able to cover that part of Greece, all of it, except for Athens and Portocheli. And the rest you see scattered around are the islands. Mm-hmm. So, and Greece is divided in 8 island groups. And going through the west part of the country, you have the Ionian Islands, okay? They're getting very trendy and they're absolutely amazing. We'll talk about these islands later. You've got right here between Athens and Portocheli. You can't see, right? Okay, right here, it's just in the middle. You've got the Saronic Gulf, which is very close to Athens and Portocheli. So we were talking about the itinerary where you go to Athens, Portocheli, and you visit the islands of the Saronic Gulf, which is an amazing experience. In the center, you've got the Kyklades Islands, which is Mykonos and Santorini, just to give you an idea which island group this is. And why I'm talking about this, there are more island groups, but because of Americans, they love island hopping, they should know that the best way to go from one place to another, and it's advisable, is to stay within your island group. because if, let's say, you want to go to Mykonos, that's in Kyklades, and then go to Zakinthos, it might be challenging because you'd have to go via Athens and basically spend the whole day in between airports,
Right.
flights.
Right.
Okay, so it's always best to stick with one island group. So let's go back to the itinerary.
Or back one.
Yeah, it's this part over here.
Okay.
And we go a bit further. Okay, so Athens. Now, Athens wasn't the city it was a long time ago. It's the capital of Greece, by the way. And there's so many things to do here. It's all about history, culture. It has a great nightlife. And basically, there's a lot of things to do, amazing properties. And it's basically the oldest city in the world, right? Leaving from Athens, going to our next slide, you've got Porto Heli. I can't see this at all for some reason. I can't see my slide.
Oh, okay. Well, so we're looking at the island. We've got the island up on the top of Porto Heli, and then we've got the slide says the Riviera.
Okay, all right. So Porto Heli basically is the Riviera of the Peloponnese, and probably Greece's best kept secrets. It's a small seaside town with a large port and a frequent mooring for the mega yachts in the summer, and giving to Porto Heli a cosmopolitan vibe there. That's why the jet setters really enjoy this place and really prefer it. And it's got amazing places. Going on to the other slide. So why I chose these two destinations to stay, like 3 days in, let's say, Athens, and then 3 or 4 days in Porto Heli, because you get the chance to visit remote islands like Hydra and Spetses, which are absolutely beautiful. This one over here is Hydra, the picturesque island in the Saronic Gulf. No cars are allowed in both places, Hydra and Spetses, which we'll talk about later. So they're both charming islands with great atmosphere, amazing beaches. It's just perfect. It's the perfect way to explore these islands, going on a daily cruise. Going to the second slide. The other slide is Spetses, which is very romantic. Again, it's very elegant, this island. And this is great for honeymooners and just the perfect spot to relax and unwind. Okay, this gorgeous island. So so for this itinerary, of course, you have a lot of options. But since you're going to stay more than 2 days in Athens, I thought about adding this specific property. And although I'm more of a boutique hotel person, these two resorts I'll show you, they're one of the best in Greece. Four Seasons, Astir Palace, it's in Athens. And it's located on the sophisticated Athens Riviera. And it's just a gorgeous property. Basically, it's just 30 minutes away from the city center. And it's very close. It's also 30 minutes away from the airport. So basically, you're centered to both areas. And this place has everything. It has amazing rooms facing the sea. It has a gym, restaurants, a private beach. You can basically just live there at Four Seasons. It's an awesome property, and it's the last place I actually had a site inspection at 2 months ago. It's awesome. And so going on to our other slide, this is Amanzoe, and this is in Porto Heli. And Amanzoe is, if not the best hotel in Greece, one of the best properties you'll find in the country. So, of course, it's not for everyone. I mean, the pavilions, which are basically the standard rooms, are actually like 2,000 euros per night, just giving a ballpark rate.
Yeah.
But this is a place that is actually worth going to. It's ideal for families. It's ideal for honeymooners. Actually, a lot of weddings happen here, and it's just stunning. I mean, you've got amazing views, a lot of natural beauty around you, and famous people come here every summer. It's just breathtaking. So let's move forward. So these inclusions, so this itinerary basically gives you the chance to visit the capital, to visit one of mainland Greece's best areas, which is Porto Heli. And of course, we can arrange everything from private transfers from the moment you arrive. There's a helipad at Porto Heli, so we can arrange a helicopter leaving from Athens going to Porto Heli directly. There's a lot of history involved, so even if we can arrange everything for you, from sightseeing to private cruise. All this can be included in the itinerary. So that's one. And now we're going on the second one. It's called Beyond Finesse, and it involves the Ionian Islands. Now, these islands, let's move forward. Okay, so these islands, as we said at the beginning, they're on the west part of Greece, and they're actually next to Italy, and they have a Venetian style to them.
Okay.
So they're also known as Eptanissa, which means seven islands. So these seven islands are absolutely breathtaking. Not as the last years, Americans have discovered these islands mostly. They're becoming more and more popular. Usually, Americans really like the Cyclades, which is Mykonos, Santorini, and such. But they're really getting trendy and really worth going to. So two of these islands have an airport, and what we thought is I wanted to have the clients get the full experience of the Ionian Islands and actually visit six of these islands, not the seventh because it's below Peloponnese and it's hard to reach, but six out of seven islands, and they will get the absolute most of the Ionian Islands. And going further ahead, so basically what this itinerary includes is leaving from Athens, which most likely your international flight will stop there, right?
Right.
So leaving to Athens, going by flight to Zakinthos, stay there for 3 days, then go 3 days island hopping on the Ionian Islands. I'll talk to you about that later. And then 3 nights in Corfu, and go back to Athens and catch your international flight. These are sample itineraries, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So going forward, let's talk about these places more. Now, Zante Zakinthos, also known as Zante. Okay, yeah, this is the famous shipwreck you're watching now. It's basically the most photographed place you've ever seen, and this Zakinthos is basically, it has breathtaking landscapes, exotic beaches. If you see the beaches, they're like turquoise, just breathtaking, a lot of green, and it really gets, you feel that you're in an exotic place. So you've got the Crete turtles on some beaches, which is a perfect experience when you actually go there. You've got the famous shipwreck, and basically it's ideal for all age groups, for families, and it has a great nightlife. So like Zakinthos is like, it's cut in two, and one part of it is for families and the other part is for parties. So it's got everything, and it's very exciting. You won't get bored in Zakinthos, that's for sure.
I don't think I'd get bored anywhere.
I don't think so either. I'm just saying. Okay, Corfu. Now, Corfu is, again, this place has an airport, this island, and it's one of the most romantic places in the Ionian Islands. And this place is actually influenced by Venetians, French, and English. So it has like a cosmopolitan, multicultural charm to it. And then again, it's one of the most romantic places, and it's ideal for all age groups and honeymooners and families. So you've got the two destinations, and combining that going forward with a 3-day cruise to the rest of the islands. I'll let you know which these places are. It's the perfect experience, and you get the chance to see amazing places. Like the first photo is one of the best beaches in the Mediterranean. It's called Porto Katsiki, and it's in Lefkada. This is an island in the Ionian. The waters are unbelievable. Further down, you've got Kefalonia, you've got Ithaca, and you've got Paxos. So basically, all this itinerary will get you getting the full experience of these gorgeous islands. And it's absolutely amazing. And I've been getting a lot of requests on this one.
I'm sure.
So going forward now, okay, now we're heading to the Cyclades, which is very known to the Americans and to everyone in this world, frankly. I wanted to speak about Beyond Elegance, which includes Athens, Paros, and Milos. Obviously, Robin, all these can be customized, right? I mean, if you want
Yes.
to remove Athens and add something else, of course it can happen. I'm just giving you what
Yes, these are,
the
yes,
feeling
just
I've been
examples.
getting. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Exactly. Mhm.
So going forward, let's talk about these places. Now, Paros is one of the most popular Cycladic islands, and it's in the Cycladic island groups. It's very vibrant. It has a cosmopolitan scene. It has the gorgeous villages, and it's basically cutting two places, the two main cities, which are vibrant enough, but you also have the more laid back villages, which let you relax mostly. And they've got amazing beaches. This island has amazing beaches, and it's basically the perfect getaway for a group of friends, couples, and families. It combines everything basically. So going to Milos now. Now this is probably one of my favorite islands. I know it's not right to say this, but I do favor this island. It's one of the most romantic islands, in my opinion. Of course, after Santorini, obviously, but it has something to it that is so beautiful. It's laid back. It's fairly spread out, so you always feel that it's not as hectic, even though. Let's say it's in August and every room is probably booked. You don't feel that the island is full with people. It's fairly
Okay.
spread out, and I guess that's what I love about it. There's not a lot of traffic,
Hmm.
and it's pretty amazing. And it's got one of the most amazing beaches in the Aegean. It's got history. The food is great. And although it was overlooked, it has become very popular the last years, and especially to honeymooners. That I
Hmm.
can say for sure. What you're watching now is the fisherman island, the village, fisherman houses. If you go back,
Oh yeah, go back. Yeah,
they're
sorry about
so
that. I went.
beautiful,
Yeah,
Robin.
the
I mean,
colorful houses. So
yeah.
this is where all the locals live, and
No,
and they just.
actually, they used to be, most of them used to be fishermen houses, but now they kept the outside to have that same feeling so they won't miss that traditional vibe to it. But inside, they're gorgeous, some of them, right? And they're
Okay.
actually places that clients can actually book and stay.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it's
wonderful.
pretty amazing. So going forward, things that you can do in these places in terms of island hopping. Okay, so when you're staying in Paros, next to Paros is a little island called Antiparos, and next to that is Despotico. Antiparos is one of the best islands in Cyclades. Like seriously, it's beautiful. People stay there for more than a week actually. It is for the jet setters. I mean, you've got even Tom Hanks has a house here, and he comes every month, spends the whole summer here in his place in Antiparos. The waters are amazing. You've got local taverns on the beach. It's breathtaking, and those little alleys, the alleys, they're breathtaking. It's just the perfect place to relax and a high destination on demand in terms of weddings. A lot of weddings happen here
Oh,
with
okay.
private villa rentals. They've got amazing villas
Okay.
in this place. So
Hmm.
going forward, so when I said you're in Paros, a day cruise to Antiparos is the perfect thing to do and a must thing to do because they're very close.
Yes.
So when in Milos, something I love, it's a super experience. Again, you can cruise around Milos and see that famous Sarakinico. You see the first photo.
Hmm. Yep.
It's gorgeous and one of the most famous and popular beaches in Greece. It's called Sarakiniko, and you visit islands such as Kimolos and Poliagos. Poliagos actually doesn't have people there, but it's called actually the Goat Island. There's nothing but goats and a person that takes care of them.
Oh wow.
So, but it has the most gorgeous waters you've ever seen. No matter how deep you are, you can see your feet. It's like a
Yeah.
pool.
So you would just
And
take a boat and swim and
yes,
visit and just do that for a
exactly.
day and then head back to where you're staying. Oh,
It's
nice.
it's pretty amazing, and honeymooners love this, and of course, a group of friends. We always book this for them. So going on to the next slide, I wanted to show you some properties for this itinerary. Of course, Greece has so many properties, but I couldn't not mention Athens, the Hotel Grand Bretagne. It's
Hmm.
situated right in the city center, just across the Parliament, and it is one of the most classic properties in Greece. A beautiful hotel with the most amazing restaurant at the rooftop, views of all the Acropolis and all of Athens. Basically, it's just breathtaking, and it's classy. If you see the pictures,
Oh
it's
yeah,
it's
there's no
just
doubt.
gorgeous.
It is.
Yeah. So this is Parilio in Paros, one of my favorite places. So Parilio is, it has, it's a beautiful place, just 5 minutes away from one of the best beaches in Paros, which is called Ibitres. It has, uh, it has like 33 suites, and basically it's a boutique with natural materials and earth tone colors and a very relaxing atmosphere. It has a gorgeous spa, and the pool here is absolutely amazing. So this is one of my favorite places in Paros, and I highly recommend this hotel.
Oh,
Going forward to Milos, one of the best places is Melian Boutique Hotel and Spa. This is the perfect getaway. It's just in front of the beach, and it's the moment you step in here, you feel wellness all over the place. It has an amazing spa, and these people really like that they have this. You feel this odor from the moment you step in. So
uh-huh.
that is very important to them, and you feel relaxed from the moment you step in, and the whole experience is amazing. And of course, all these properties offer amazing service, which
Oh, I'm
is
sure.
the most important thing to me when I choose and select hotels that I have in my portfolio. So,
Yes.
and going forward, now I couldn't not talk about these islands, although they're not off the beaten path. Mykonos and
Yeah.
Santorini are the most popular islands in Greece going forward. Um, so you've got Mykonos, right? It's the most luxurious place in Greece, the most cosmopolitan island. I would say it's Ibiza, the Ibiza of Greece. Okay,
Mhm.
and Mykonos has amazing properties, private villas, the amazing beach bars, and it's just, it's got everything for everyone. The jet setters, group of friends. It is romantic, and if you choose wisely your months to visit this island, Mykonos is the perfect escape, and it's got
Oh,
gorgeous beaches,
oh,
and the restaurants are awarded restaurants. A lot of them. It's just amazing.
oh, sounds
And
like it. Tell us a little bit about the windmills, though. Those are really intriguing. So, just a little bit about the history on those?
well, these windmills, there are five of them in the Hora, which is the main city of Mykonos. And Mykonos, by the way, is one of the windiest islands, right? And especially in
Oh, okay.
August, you've got, it could be a small breeze till you have no idea how windy it can get, and so it can last for 7 days till a month, and it can get pretty nasty. Let me tell you that.
Okay. So we might want
Okay.
to avoid August.
Yeah, it does happen in August. So
Okay.
Santorini, now you've got this amazing island. It's so romantic. It's one of the most popular destinations for honeymooners worldwide. And this place is really photographed, right? Everywhere
Yeah.
you see about Greece, you have a picture of Santorini coming
Yeah.
up. And so this island basically is very romantic, ideal for honeymooners and couples. Again, uh, these islands, because they're so popular, to avoid traffic, it would be always advisable to go there not in August. Like
Right.
August is a month that everybody travels, especially the Greeks as well. So you've got the Greeks, all the tourists, and you've got the cruise ships, and these islands can get very, very busy.
Okay.
So again, if you choose your months correctly, this is one of the most sunniest places with amazing views you have ever seen. It's
Okay.
totally breathtaking, seriously.
Great.
So
Mm.
to me, these places, if you go forward, there are certain experiences I really emphasize on what experience we offer as a company to make sure that the clients get the most out of the places they visit and things that are actually exciting to do, not some boring thing just to uh, have them do something. I want it to be remarkable. And one of these experiences is the Bohemian live cooking experience. So this one is it's a chef. He basically takes you to Renia Island by boat and he cooks local meals right in front of you. And you
Mm.
basically enjoy the beach, you enjoy a cooked meal on the spot, you get a good friend. He's very fun with all the clients, everyone loves him. And it's just a perfect experience in Mykonos.
Making me hungry.
Well, wait and see now. So in Santorini, you shouldn't miss off on Greek food and wine tasting. This tour is absolutely amazing. Now, Santorini is known for the wineries. And from there, you've got the most amazing views. Greek food and wine tasting is just the perfect experience in Santorini. And it's actually so popular. We've got clients that ask to actually ship wines and take them back to the States or
Uh-huh.
their country.
Oh, I
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah. Okay, so you can go to Santorini and not go on the catamaran cruise. And now you swim on crystal clear blue waters on the most iconic beaches like the Red Beach, the White Beach, and of course the therapeutic waters on the volcanoes, hot springs as
Mhm.
well. So there are daytime cruises and the sunset cruises. What I love about most, I prefer the sunset cruises because you get to see the famous sunset of Santorini. So basically, that's where the tour ends after you've seen the gorgeous sunsets.
Mhm.
And it's so romantic, by the way. And barbecue is served on board, and you've got
Mm.
all sort of equipment. So that's the fourth itinerary I spoke about. But I couldn't not mention Naxos. This is another place, and it's one of the largest of the Kykladik Island group. And it's just the perfect place for families. This is an island that produces so many things. The food is absolutely outstanding. And the hotels here are fantastic. The people are amazing, so welcoming. It's just the perfect place to take your family and actually visit. And that's about it for Naxos. And I wanted to speak about Crete as well. I can't not mention Crete.
Mhm.
I'm actually originally from Crete. My parents are Cretan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so Crete is the largest island in Greece. It's on the south side of the country. And basically, you need like 3 weeks to a month to get the full experience out of the whole island. And it has everything. You've got it's ideal for active travelers. You have the Gorge of Samaria. It has history. The food is amazing. There's experiences like to watch how they do olive oil. The wine is fantastic here. You've got everything, and of course the fabulous accommodation that this island has. So going on to the next slides, I'd like to speak a bit about villa rentals, which is one of the trends.
Yes.
So the villa rentals, especially on a high season, as we said, they're very high on demand, especially after COVID, and they've become a trend like even years after that, but now even more. So let's say if you want to go island hopping, villa rentals are a minimum stay of 7 nights and
Right.
typically from a Saturday to a Saturday.
Mhm.
So if you want to go to more than one island and you have 7 days, maybe that's hard. It would be hard to find a villa rental for 3, 4 days.
Right.
Okay, and of course, you can add a private chef and cleaning service and basically anything you need. And I usually work a lot with wellness retreats and I use villas for a small group of friends. We get people like trainers. We have a whole group of people that actually work on getting those retreats done, and it's usually in private villas, and
Right.
they're absolutely amazing.
Oh, I'm sure. Gosh.
So the travel tips, last one is the best months to visit the islands are between April and October. And as I said, some of these islands can get very busy, so it's always best to visit maybe in June, July for I would say Mykonos and Santorini till mid-September to October. Those will be the ideal months for those
Hmm.
places.
Yeah,
Not that you're not going to find people, but it's not going to be as terrible.
sure.
It's not going to have so many people. Okay, so
There we are.
that's
Oh, look at
about
that with all
it.
the windmills up on the hill. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's about it. And it's a
Okay.
shame I couldn't speak about mainland Greece
Oh no,
because
we'll come back and do that another time.
yeah, mainland Greece has got amazing places. And mainland Greece, I mean, I want to take a moment here and say that uh, it's an all year round destination. I mean, you've
Yes.
got Athens, you can visit Athens all year round. And you can visit northern Greece. So we'll talk about northern Greece at some points.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
has amazing places. You've got the monasteries in Meteora. You've got the Peloponnese down south, and all these places are just gorgeous as well. And
Yeah.
we've got to do a live with those places.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes,
We will definitely come back and talk about that some because there is just so much to Greece. But I
there's
think
so many
that
things.
I think right now this is definitely what's on everyone's minds, and everyone is hoping that by summer they can come again. And I know that you're hoping they can as well. So
So listen, there's
um,
nothing officially said yet. The street talk says they're talking about the vaccinations. Others say in April it's going to open. Others say the second half of 2021.
mhm,
Let's just hope it happens in
yes.
2021.
Yeah, exactly. No, we all do. And and I love one of the questions I was going to ask you, and you really already addressed it, but is about the timing of when to visit, because it's, and that's what the nice thing is about working with somebody like you, because the places that are going to be too crowded at certain times. And if people have that flexibility to travel in April and May and September and months like that, even June, when it's not so crowded, and that's a great thing to know, to do that. So what about the sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. That never happens to you, does it?
Well, of course it does. Well, of course it does. You
It's
want me
not
to
supposed
speak
to,
about
it's never
you
supposed to happen when you're live.
well, you probably saw so many beautiful photos that you've lost your mind.
I am
You're mind blowing.
definitely, I am absolutely stunned right now. But no, what I was going to ask, I do remember it now, is that my own children, they loved all the stories like the Greek mythology and everything when they were there. I would imagine that you could do some of the tours that would be, like for the kids a little bit,
Of
that
course,
would,
we've got all
and
of that.
combine some of that
Yes.
storytelling and the culture and the all of that into it. I think that would be fabulous if you're
That
traveling
that
as a
is
family.
those are one of the experiences we have, especially in Athens and a couple of islands. Well, in Athens, you've got the amazing tours. One of them, and I always usually offer this on the first day, which is basically getting familiarized with the city of Athens and going for meze, like eating local food, watching them, how they make local food. When we have families and kids like history, especially when it's presented in a fun way, they love
Exactly.
it. And so
Yeah.
we have a lot of those experiences, ideal for family and children.
That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, that's great. Well, I think that we've covered everything we probably can today. But like we said, we'll have to come back another time and talk about some other parts of the country. And it's just such a beautiful and rich heritage, and the people are lovely, and there's just so much to see and learn and enjoy. So hopefully, we'll be sending people before we know it.
I hope so too. And yes,
Yeah.
I am very happy you said that because the truth is, Greeks are very welcoming and they're all about hospitality. They're very warm people, and they just love hosting everyone
Yeah.
and treating them like we're Greeks, so we want to feed you till you get fat and leave the country. So that's what we're all about. Just eat. That's it.
Well, the food is just wonderful. The only thing I can't do is the ouzo. I'm not. That's just not my
Oh my
thing.
God, it's my favorite
Do you love
for
it?
summer. For summer, fresh fried squid and ouzo. That's what we
Okay.
ate with my husband all the
Okay.
time.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. If you will do that with me, I'll try it because I trust you. You would not
You're gonna
steer
love
me
it
the
because
wrong
we're
way.
gonna have
So
a
you
good
give me the
time.
right combination.
Exactly. I
So
promise.
yes, I know. I know. That's
Yeah.
great. Well, I can't wait, and hopefully we'll have some people that'll have some interest here, and we'll get to start planning some of these beautiful itineraries soon. And just to reiterate for everybody that watched, all of these itineraries, we can take pieces from each, and we can cut
Yes.
and paste and
Thank
make
you for saying
everything.
that because I wanted to say that we only do bespoke, and
Yes,
I know that you're in the same mindset as I am. We do bespoke. Of course, we have sample itineraries to
yes,
present because not everybody is familiar with all these places. And I
right,
hope you got an idea of what options you may have that probably your clients didn't know about. You've got
exactly,
so many options. So of course we have sample itineraries, but we always customize it to the client's preferences and needs, and of course their budget, right?
right,
I mean,
right,
I might present you Amanzoy, but it's not only Amanzoy. There's amazing properties, less expensive, and luxurious, right?
yes,
So
exactly,
I mean,
yeah,
there's so many options. We only do bespoke, and there you go.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's
That's
basically a
great.
request. I did want to mention about something that we have going on, and it's basically it helps people. They book now and they pay end of January because a lot of people are not ready to commit, although they would love to book their rooms. B-
Exactly.
But some people aren't ready to commit. Most of the people,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
you
We don't
know,
know. There's still just a lot of stuff out there that we don't quite know about yet.
you
So,
don't know what's going to
people,
happen.
exactly.
So that's something that's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that we know because we work together and know each other well is that I know that you're trustworthy and that you take care of my clients. And so I have the confidence to say to my clients, well, if something doesn't work out right, that we are going to work this out in the best way possible for you. And then that's something you can't get when you don't work with real people, when you work with, a search engine or something like that. So
Yes, I
having
totally
that
agree.
relationship and confidence in
Yes,
who you're working with is
yes.
integral.
One thing that everyone can expect when booking with you and me for Greece is that besides the fact that we do bespoke, we always offer the concierge service. So about a
Yes,
month prior to travel, clients, of course, they receive their travel documents, they receive our recommendations. We can book everything in advance for them in terms of dinners, beach sunbeds, etc. We deal with all this, but about a couple of weeks before they travel, they will be in direct contact with their personal concierge so they can get familiarized, exchange numbers. They can go over the itinerary together. Our concierge will answer any questions they may have regarding their trip, any questions at all. So, and that specific person will be the one that will be taking care of them while they travel. Now, we're a boutique company, so we deal with certain amount of bookings per
right.
month
Mhm.
because we want to keep that high level of service. And we actually monitor all services to make sure that everything runs smoothly. and clients will be able to contact their concierge on a 24-hour basis with a WhatsApp, a text on a WhatsApp, or an email, or anything, any way they want. So that is really reassuring, and all
Oh, it
clients love
is.
that because traveling to a foreign country sometimes may be scary for some people. And so knowing that someone has their back and is there to support for anything,
Oh,
it is a
absolutely.
huge deal, and they really love it.
Yeah.
So, and this is something that we offer, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't want to travel without it anymore. I know that. So, and I don't want my clients to either. So,
No, it's a marvelous service because if you think of it, I mean, I've traveled by myself in the past. I went to France, I remember, and I lost so much time trying to figure out where am I supposed to eat. Okay, I
right.
lost my luggage. What am I going to do? Having your personal concierge can actually save you time. And that's the most important thing when you're on vacation, to make the most of your
Of the
travels.
time you have. That's exactly right. Exactly right.
Yeah,
So, well, this has been fabulous. Thank you so, so much. And
I
yes, we
thank
will
you
come
very
back.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Yeah. Well, we'll do it again. So, Merry Christmas, and we will be talking in the new year, I'm sure, or for hopefully before then, but in the new year for sure. So, all
Yes, we
right.
will. Happy holidays to you and
Thanks.
everyone.
You too. Okay.
Wishing
Bye
you all
bye.
the best.
Thanks, Danae.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.